on. Oh, you wish you were my Levi. She took the river with Judas. Tearing down the barrel of his gun. Yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance.
I've been talking this whole time and nobody heard me give a review. Oh my God, I ain't even know I didn't add myself to the stage. I'm sorry, y'all. It's Monday. Let me make this quick rundown. I'm so sorry. All right, well, I owe y'all an extra 14 minutes. So listen, we gonna do the Fab Lane on Wednesday. As I was saying, Kimora in the Fab Lane. I was gonna do this. Now we're gonna do Kimora in the Fab Lane on Wednesday. I think the new episode came out. I'm not sure if y'all heard me speak the first time, but welcome. This is the 15 minutes of the video. I'm finna do a quick rundown. Then we can get into the part of the festivities, and then we can move on to Married to Medicine with their bombshells tonight. That happened last night. I am so sorry. I was talking the whole time. I'm like, am I talking? Anybody here? I want to apologize. Child, it's Monday, and that's what coffee is for. It's been a crazy day already. So let's get into it. Let's do a quick bullet points. They had an event. Jassy talked to Ashley about Stacy, about how she could trust Stacy. She don't believe that Ashley could trust Stacy. She don't believe that. Then after that, Ashley say how she felt. We move on to Ashley questioning Angel about her hanging with the other ladies and how things could get better and this and that. And then, Angel was like, she can do that. But then Angel kind of on the fence because it's like she can get cool with them, but then they still try to talk her behind her back like the producers ain't saying that. Then we get into the part where Angel is packing up. Her and Bobby was talking about going to Colorado. And basically, she invited Tia and Kay over, and Tia and Kay was like they can help her find a place. They don't want her to go back to Colorado. They want her to stay in Virginia. Tia likes Angel. Angel likes Tia. Everything's great. Everything's cool. In that moment of time, she was saying it was a short term, that it wasn't, they thought we were going to find a place by then. They did not find a place. So basically they were like, listen, it's kind of time for us to go. And then we get into the next one, to where the next scene was Wendy and her husband talking about the kids and what their plans were, things like that with businesses and stuff like that, in the event that she want to throw for July 4th. And so she was saying how her daughter's in all these activities. And she's proud of her. That's her baby, because, she got 2 boys. So that's her baby. And, I understand that. I'm saying that's her baby. That's her, she put her in everything. That's what it is. And then we get to the next scene, to where Stacy and Kay had a conversation. They had a lunch. They both agreed to, being hostile with each other, being different with each other when they had already had a friendship, getting, going better, growing strong. And somehow it went left. And they agreed that they both had some parts to play in that. Now, Giselle, Ashley, and Wendy, I don't know if it's lunch or dinner. It got to be one of them. But they had a conversation, and they were talking about the plans for July 4th and how they invited all the girls. So they were saying, Giselle saying, speaking of Angel, she got put out her place. Kind of found out that wasn't true. Now, she put this there that she got put out the place, and then Wendy say somebody told her that, her realtor told her that there was a girl that was looking for something very high price, but she wanted it in a budget to $2,300 to $4,500 or $4,000, something like that. Now, we all know that it wasn't going to work, and they started laughing because they believed it was Angel. And they feel like Angel putting on the show for the show. Now, let's get to the event, okay? This is part of the event. So everybody come in together. Ashley brought catfish to try to be petty and funny with Angel. For what? Because she was talking about the catfish. That's what I'm saying. You want the girl to get ready to get to know you. And it seems like, how can she get to know you when you do these sleep? This is like you always do. And then you always feel like a man is being aggressive to you. And it don't seem like Bobby was being aggressive telling y'all, because y'all kept asking the girl repeatedly. I'm not sure who brought all what. I know Kay, she looked cute with her little Haitian fag. Shout out to Kay. She was like, I ain't doing American, we doing Haitian over here, period. So Jossie brought macaroni and cheese. Wendy brought Popeye's chicken, and she supposed to be judging the whole thing. Now, that was hilarious. So then we get to, Tia taking a sip of my coffee. That Tia was telling Giselle Angel had a hard week. And Giselle said, that ain't our effing fault. We all got hard weeks. But Giselle, you didn't want nobody to know you was fixing on your home, and you missed plenty of events. You missed a couple of them. It didn't show up because you didn't like nobody. And I don't know why and I feel like it's Ashley that's being a little push the aggressive narrative, then everybody jump on bandwagon a bit. I don't know. I feel like nobody between Angel, Giselle, Giselle and Ashley and Wendy, they're not giving each other a chance. But I'm gonna tell you what, we gonna get into it because reunion finna be fire. Angel just posted she not being nice no more. She's not finna be the nice girl. Angel finna bring that fire. I hope Wendy ready because it's finna get nasty between them two. I don't know. They might be cool in the next season or whatever happened, but it's finna get nasty. So, okay, now let's get to the show because when Miss Karen ain't step in yet. We got probably a couple more episodes she make her last entry on. So let's get to it. So all of that happened while they talking. Stacy, man, they call him Timu, right? Came in, she greet everybody. Stacy feels still unwelcome in the group too. She said the only reason why she came was because of Wendy. She said if it wasn't for Wendy, she wouldn't want to be around them ladies. That's exactly what she said. So as they sitting down, they start judging the food. Everybody had ate food. Who did this? Who did that? Who did it great? And what they liked. Stacy brought potato salad. She talking about how Detroit potato salad is good. Now they don't. Now let me tell you how petty Bravo is. Bravo caught a clip of the child saying, one of the kids say that smells bad. I don't like that. That stinks. And Wendy daughter say, yeah, I think that's potato salad. Then we seen Ashley talk to Dylan about trying to get him to eat. He looked like he give her a run with her money, honey. And then as everybody doing that stuff, here come Angel with her baby and her husband. He said, hey to the guys, everybody sitting down talking. So they proceed to ask Angel how was she doing. Like an ambush. And it was an ambush. And then as she's talking and saying it was short term, this and that, and Ashley was like, I know as a mom, you would have your affairs in order, so I just can't trust. Like, she was like, listen, I can't trust Angel to sit here and do because that's not Angel the way she does her business. Like, she's a mom. She's not going to do that the way she talk about her child. So Wendy decides to blurt out, well, girl, we heard you was evicted. That's what the word on the street is, girl. You evicted. Baby, the comments went crazy. Wendy, why is you talking? Wendy, you can't talk. Wendy, you got... Baby, I said, oh, this reunion finna be crazy. Now, Angel took to her social media and said, listen, I'm not being a nice girl no more. So it is finna be what it is from now on. Baby, you've been throwing shade in the confessionals. I give you that. Baby, but you got to throw your shade in their face. I got to give that to you. Even though I like you a New Edition, we got to give you to throw the shade. So, but I do give Angel grace because I'm going to say this. This is Angel first season as well as Tia. You don't know how that's going to go. You don't know how you look until you see yourself. And we've said this multiple times. But I will say this. Coming to the second season, I said this about Sweet Tea. She came with the looks. Was she still under his thumb? Absolutely. But coming into her second season, both of their second seasons, I believe that they got it. They got it. I feel like once they come in and they know how these group of girls are, they're going to know how to carry themselves and how to get under their skin, what shade they going to throw. And let me tell you who's going to be coming back, Karen. So just watch how she going to be helping these girls. Excuse me. And I hope at the reunion, I hope Ashley knows she's gonna be in the hot seat. Now I had seen the seating chart. Let me see. And the seating chart is going around for the reunion because as you know, that they're getting ready to do the reunion. Let me see if I sent it to myself or did I share it. The reunion will be popping off soon. They're getting ready to film it. Yes, I have it. Now, this is the seating chart. Everybody was like, why Giselle is always next to him? Let me explain something. Giselle is always next to him because Giselle holds it. Everybody want Wendy to be in Stacy's spot. It may be, but I don't think it's a favoritism or storyline. Giselle is always in a hot seat when something going wrong. Let's break down. Giselle target has been Angel, so I don't know why on the same seating space. Giselle and Angel has had their reckoning, where she has talked about Angel. Not only has she talked about Angel, she has called Stacy a liar. And y'all have to understand, all of this started off between her and Stacy. Let's be clear. Not only that, this is the right seating chart. Yeah, it's gonna be a little whew. For Angel to be at the end, Angel gonna have to bring it if she come back the next season. And that's why we always say that, because look, you have Jossie that is a friend, and then you have Monique. I believe Monique might fill this seat and Karen might be taken in somewhere. But I'm gonna say this. Angel gonna have to bring it this reunion and show why she does. Because everybody know when you sit at the end, you are really in the hot seat for your spot. So she gonna have to bring it. And that's probably why she said, I'm not finna be nice no more. Let me see if I have that. She was like, she not being a nice girl. Yeah. Everybody working for their check. And then you got the new girls coming in. And let's be clear. Let's go into a search. Here it is. Let me share it with y'all. Let's be clear. They're competing with Merit to Medicine, so they gotta get their rating. Like Merit to Medicine done iced them out plenty of times. We're not gonna play. She said, I had read 1,000,001 lies about myself, stories that people have made up to feed a need for whatever reason to believe I'm some person I'm not. I stayed largely silent, but last night episode takes the cake. Giselle is lying. She has no word on the street because no one knew her on the street before joining this show. Wendy's mutual friend. Yeah, that conversation never happened. I spoke with her lies. Ashley just need to join in on the storyline. This is what we need, this energy for the reunion. We need this Angel. Angel, we need this energy. My family's wealth I don't speak on unless I'm asked by producers and confessionals. But the fact of the matter is none of this a cast can compare. Let's be clear. Week after week, I'm in lied on almost each of this member of ensemble, and y'all expect me to do cartwheels in their presence. Get the fuck out of here. I am me and will continue to be me. It's not my problem that people have mistaken my calm for anything about that. She's the new girl. They're hazing her. I believe the audience and viewers are hazing her a bit. Ashley, what y'all got to understand about Angel, and I'm going to tell y'all straight up, Angel is media personality. So she's being coy because she is a blogger. She is an interviewer. She is media personality. She's trying to save face. But now the gloves are off. And I'm going to tell you something. Angel was added on the show not because she could be a good housewife. Angel know dirt on everybody. And don't think in your mind because she is a blogger or a journalist, she won't pull out no dirt at that reunion. Angel, it's time to pull your cards out, baby, at that reunion. Y'all didn't know Angel was a journalist. Angel, we know you got tea on them. Get that shit out there at that reunion. Go ahead and expose. And they've been talking about your tea. You go ahead and journal on their tea. And everybody say that Dr. Heavily was wrong. Hell, they gonna talk about her tea. Hell, shit, y'all. We talk about it. So hell, Angel, go ahead and take yourself on that reunion. Let them know who you is and let them know what you know. Let people think that they want to think in the name of class does nothing. And I'm done with it. Let's be clear. If I could have seen the cash shit talk about me behind my back, even week after week, I would have moved different. My objective was to be cool with everyone, but the three witches wouldn't let up, and I'm done. Speak on my man, and I'll bet some motherfucker off. Baby, take you out your journalist bag with the tea that you know of everybody and go ahead and spill it. Because we know you got tea. You're not on that show for no reason. We're not gonna sit here and act like, yeah, Angel's on the show. No, Angel, you got tea, and we want you to pop that tea out. We know you got it because you are a journalist, y'all. Y'all get ready for it, because Angel ain't say she not being nice. Angel is finna be messy. There is some tea she knows. She gonna bring it to the forefront. I believe Angel gonna keep her flute. Now the question is, who else gonna have that flute gone? Because it's finna get messy. All right, let's get Married to Medicine, child. Oh, Lord have mercy. First of all, Contessa can tell us she jealous without telling us she jealous. So Married to Medicine enters as everyone come in. Quad is talking to her boyfriend. soon to be husband, and he gave her a hug and everything, and they were having a conversation and all. And she was having a discussion about the kids and how she want kids. And people saying he don't seem interested in choir. You know, he want to be with Quad. He just y'all be wanting folks to, oh, my baby on camera. Oh, look at my baby. Let me. He loves Quad. Hell, shit. I wouldn't show that to everybody because then y'all be like, why he on her like that? She got money. So it's like a catch-22. She discussed to him about having a child, going to Ghana to have a baby, and he said he got a healthy appetite and everything. He was telling her that, and she said shut her mouth. But no, he said her hormones are kind of up and down. And he asked her, was she pregnant? Because, and she was like, you think so? Because my hormones and stuff. And she said she's been crying a lot and all of that. And he said that he didn't think she arranged and stuff. But Quad cries a lot. I think he probably, listen, he gonna keep asking because he trying to hint is she pregnant. Now there were reports that Quad could be pregnant, but Quad ain't never come out and said she's pregnant. Quad has been um going to these parties and work her parties with production and stuff. God is tired. And she was saying that women in their 40s got pregnant with triplets. And I was seeing somebody on here talking about because your mom being in her 70s and 80s when you're 20 and 30, it's not okay compared to the effing kid. But people got to understand with this economy. First of all, and I'm going to tell you straight up, having a child in your 20s with fucked up credit and fucked up money, and then you struggling with your child is not a flex. With this economy, it costs to have a child. So when you reach to paying taxes, you want to make sure your child have a better life than you had. You're breaking, that's called breaking generation curses. I'm not mad at Qua for starting in her 40s to have kids because I see most of y'all in y'all 20s or 30s don't know how to be mothers, and I'm a mom, okay? And y'all still want to go out. And I know how to be a mama. And a lot of that take out your time. Some women are having them in their 40, starting at 40. And that's the best because they have patience. They don't went out. They don't have fun. They did all of that. Now they want to be a parent. It's nothing wrong with that. Some parents out here done got their children passports and taking them out the country. While y'all sitting at home asking Tyrone, is he going to help with the baby? Sometimes your priorities are better than your thoughts of what you think is cool. Period. And that's why the economy now is asking folks that, that let's be clear, that are forcing y'all to be parents to boost their economy. And they realizing they're not in a good position for it. So then Quad was saying how she's still going to Ghana, but Dr. Jackie is her doctor for having more kids. I agree with her with having them in her 40s because we saw Quad was still finding herself. If Quad would have had a baby with Dr. G, imagine getting your child to cope with being having a new man in their life and then go to your daddy house and liking a new woman. Like, let's be for real. And the way he treated her. Let's be for real. So yeah, so then we go into Contessa birthday party. So Contessa is planning for her what she said her 50th birthday party, and it's gonna be the 70s theme, and her budget is $40,000. Now Toya said, girl, that's a little too much. And she was like, well, what you mean? She said, well, should I have a red carpet? She said she brought Toya, and she said, I don't think she should have a red carpet. It was more like Soul Train lines in the 70s. But having a red carpet, I don't think so. So she said her budget was 40,000. And Toya looked at her like, what? She said, baby, I might do lavish. She said 40 is a bit much. I was surprised for Toya to say that because y'all know Toya don't have no budget. But Toya said, baby, 40,000 is too much. She said, well, it's my birthday and I want to do that. Well, she said, okay, all right, girl. So then we get to the birthday, everybody dressed in the 70s, everybody looked good. Not Dr. G, sorry. Heavenly Husband, Dr. Combs came in, and he wasn't dressed in the same, but Scott came on the mic, said he want to thank each and every one of y'all, for coming out tonight. Now we're gonna get into the conversation that um I don't know why I want to call her Angel. That's not even her name. That Dr. Contessa had with the new doctor. We're going to get into that when we go to her birthday party. So, remind you, I want y'all to keep in mind, let me give you a sidebar. Dr. Contessa said that she wished her husband took the initiative to help plan it and not just her. But she had to pay for her party and he got her a gift. She hoped that he did something because he didn't do nothing for her birthday. Keep that in mind. Now, I always gave her husband the benefit of the doubt, but this time, Scott ain't impressed us with nothing. The way you sit there and talk to that girl, we knew it was jealousy. So everybody was having conversation while he was talking, and he said it was her first major birthday party, and she did a lot for the party. And Toya was like, he said she did a lot, and she did a lot for the family. She's strong in the household, and he wanted to share one more thing with everybody. And um, he said, this is what he said, child. I feel quiet on this. Why you got to struggle to be in love? Hello. Hello. He said, Contessa told me, he said, what month, years before my mama passed, Contessa, he said, Contessa, his mama told him that Contessa remind him of Rose from the Titanic. I say, what? Everybody just sitting here looking confused and say Rose would jump back on the boat with him, just like jump on the boat. And Contessa about to cry. And Quar say, why do women gotta go through such a struggle to earn the share of love with me? She said, I'm going down. I'm going down. They say this have a good time. Thank you for coming out. So everybody continue to have a good time coming out. And so they having a nice party. Shout out Funky Dineva. Come here. Come here. Come sit down. I saw you when your 70 get up, child. Shout out to you. I'm glad you had fun at the party, child. I know that's right. You had you a good old time. The party looked nice. Angel came in. So it's two angels. Now, Bravo, I don't know how y'all did that with two angels. You got this angel. Oh man, the medicine. Then you got angel over here. I don't. Hey, y'all said maybe we could bring some real heavenly angels every Sunday night. This is cute though. So then we go over to Dr. Simone home. The boys are there. Now they done gave Dr. Simone boys some flat because they were cooking. They cooked. They brought food. They fixed their plates, warmed it up, and they said that it was still some paper on the bottom of that pan that the noodles came out of. And they say they got the nerve to talk to their mama about wanting something. They ain't even take the paper out the bottom of the. I say that's fucked up. But she sat down and then, talked about asking her youngest son what does he want to do because, you know, he graduated and he got free time now. School is done. So he said that he had the Jeep of his thing, but he wants his mama to get him something else. And Dr. Simone was like, I don't think we can do that because, you know, he got the Jeep in high school and all that. He was supposed to get another car. And he said the Jeep was not cool. He said, "Well, the Jeep not so cool." And he said he tired of seeing it. And she started laughing. And she said his financial situation is really bad. And she was telling him, like, you spent 60,000. So she went over their financial stuff and she said that he need to work on the boys got to look at their numbers and their finances because what they're doing is they're spending stuff. So she went and got her tablet as everybody was doing to eat on the iPad. And he said, make sure you bring whatever iPad and make sure pick up stuff off your plate. So she brought it, and she said that he spent $60,000 off a Chase credit card that she has to pay back. So she went over their finances. Their Chase bill, I'm sorry, was six last month, and he and the oldest brother said, "Let me stop." The oldest son said, "Let me stop you right there, because you doing the wrong move, brother." And she said it's factual. And she said Michael spent over $60,000 by himself on a credit card, the Chase bill that she has to pay for. And she said if I were you and I wanted the car, I wouldn't be arguing with a person that you want to buy to buy a car. But she said that's me. And she needs to be shared his finances situation, because first of all, he's a grown man. His finances has to be in order. She said they have to have a conversation about the finances, because of the fact is that you're spending 60,000 alone, but you want somebody to buy you a car when you have a bigger bill, you have bigger things to take care of than getting a car. So maybe there should be something to work towards to lowering your $60,000 in order for you to work towards a goddamn car. So they're having a conversation, and she want him to understand the value of money instead of just wiping the card all the time that he wants to. And so she asked him, has he thinking about going to law school and how he's going to finance law school because he's going to law school. He said he has a mother that makes pretty good money, that he don't have to worry about how to finance. And she said she feel like he should be sitting here over than a roof over his head and things like that to go to law school. And Cecil was saying they were talking about law school and graduation and so forth, and he feel like he should be getting the support. That has pissed someone off. It pissed someone off. She say the only one that is there with the table when the actual graduate that fixed the bill is her. She said that she's not finna work to death. She say, how can I work to death? And she's basically saying I need my breaks with what I do. Dr. Simone is always on call. Somebody, either babies are born or we seeing the baby rate has went down. There is something going on with women's bodies that she has to come in and fix and help fix that come into their bodies, or take out something of a woman. There's a plethora of women on this world right now. Then you have teenagers coming in that are just starting their cycle that has to see an OBGYN now and make sure they okay, because of they might have somebody in the family that has had urinary cancer. There's HPV that teenagers, a lot of people don't know. That's why Miss Olivia, I say when they hit 12, your children need the HPV vaccine, because of the fact is when I think it's 12 or 13, it's somewhere around the age, I think it's 13, but they have them go at 12, not because they're active, but because of other things that happen. Y'all go look that up. The vaccine for HPV is out there. Men are giving women HPV that could turn into urinary cancer. There are children that need to see an OBGYN because of what happened to them, or to get the education for maybe because they have heavy cycles and something with their hormones. So Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie are always on call. Women are married now. They're still in their families in their 40s. She's on call. She has to do a cesarean. So she's working a lot. And she's basically saying she's the only person with a doctor's degree and she's working harder. And she basically saying how she did it was she had a scholarship money in loans, and she's trying to teach him. He said, they're saying that Michael said that her mom wasn't able to do, you know, what she can do for him. That's pissed her off. That pissed her off. And then she said the rich white kids, their parents pay for them doing that. But here's the thing, like I understand what Dr. Simone is saying. Yeah, those rich white kids' parents pay. But look at what those rich white kids are doing now after that. Most of them don't finish school. They go and use their mom's credit card and rack it up on food. I have seen them not even eat their food, pay for food, and be like, yeah, we can get something else. I got mom's credit card. And then they put their family in debt. And then they act like their parents don't exist. And then they still feel like their parents should take care of them. So you can't say that. You gotta know some of the dollar. Not all white kids' parents are like that. Most of them white kids, some not most, but all of them, the ones that's not doing that, their parents has cut them off and made them foot their own bill. Mhm. She said, "What about all the white kids who pay their kids to go to school and they still ain't do crap?" And Cecil say Michael point is still a valid one. And they in a situation to where they can do it. Cecil still look at his boys like they babies, they're grown. And she's not supposed nobody at the table gives a F about how she works and is not being able to move towards retirement because she's been doing it for a while. She's ready to sit down. And so he said that he thinks every day about how he can do better and give back to her. But she understand that if she dead before he graduate, then what? And I agree with that. And everybody say that Dr. Simone crash out was valid, and it is. I understand where they're coming from. Going into the climate that we are in now, most of these doctors are looking to retire early because they know the severity of what's really going on, and they know within the next 3 or 4 years, and she want to work on her retirement. Her kids are grown. She want to spend time with her husband. She want to take trips. She want to enjoy life. And I feel like she got the show as a backup and when she want to sit down and relax. But every doctor is going to be affected. I'm gonna do a live tomorrow. It might be tonight or today. I'm gonna see, but I might do it today or tomorrow. And we're gonna talk about this new healthcare plan that won't go into effect till 2027. But you being on your own and not having enough to pay for your bill or having the help you need to go see the doctors and get enough coverage goes into effect into January. And she really, I feel like Dr. Simone wants to rest. It's a lot. It's a lot. She knows the severity of being there for women who are going to be affected by January. And I'm gonna talk about that either today or tomorrow. I'm gonna do my thumbnail. Might be tomorrow because I know when we talk about Peach and Tia is just gonna make me want to rest. Or I might do it this evening. Who knows? But we'll see. So then, she got off, she went off and cussed everybody out and walked out. So now we go on to Brandy's party, right? So Brandy had a dinner birthday party. She invited all the girls her husband paid for. So coming in is Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Simone, and they how old she was. She said she's 42. And she said it's her birthday. They're gonna have drinks, they're gonna have food, and pump it up a little bit. Her husband surprised her, and he had dinner and paid for everything. And had all the ladies. He said the food is paid for, the drinks are paid for. And then Dr. Heavenly said, your husband did this for you. And then they said, potentially find out he did that for you, basically, because Scott excuse me, do it for her. And then, Brandy say, listen, I can't help that, that's my man. I can't help that. And she right. She got nothing to do with that. Her man paid for it. So then, Dr. Jackie come in. Dr. Jackie does first of all, look, you got the Tesla, you got Mimi walking in. They came in with balloons and drinks and stuff. And everybody kissing and talking to each other at the bar. And then they go sit at their seats at the table. Toya walks in. Toya look cute with her Chanel on, right? So she came in, gave everybody a hug. Now, Dr. Jackie has clocked in. I'm gonna tell you how Dr. Jackie done clocked in and reclaim her time. She reclaimed her time. She reclaimed her time. She said, baby, how much PTO I have? Great. I'm gonna spice it up. We're gonna spice it up this season. We already in the lead when it comes to our budget. So let's be a little mess. So Quad came in with her cute little short, um, hairdo. I think it's a wig, the little finger waves. It's so cute on her. She look good with the red lipstick on and the cute dress. I like it. So everybody sitting down talking. And so Toria say she is over. She say, "I know I came overdressed. Nobody got the memo." So Dr. Jackie say, "This brand label bitch." I was like, "What? Wait a minute, Clutch. What did she?" She say, "All she think is about is the Chanel, the Gucci, and the Louis. Always something to say about them. Gucci product and something." She say, "Girl, you better get yourself some Zara." This, they want to wear. They don't want to do labels. So Toya say, "So you saying the women that walk in and don't aren't dressed, they don't can't afford it?" So Dr. Zell just say, "Babe, I'm not talking to you." I was like, "Oh." She said, "Instead of being you, I want to be me." And Dr. Jenkins said, "I don't want to be you." Baby, the shade was hitting. It already had started. Brandy say, "Okay, can we say happy birthday?" I know that's right, Brandy. Can we say happy birthday first? And so Toya said it's already Brandy's day. So anybody got some shots? So Dr. Heavenly said she could have her. Dr. Heavenly brought it up. And she said, "Well, Brandy said her husband paid for everything, so I can have all the shots I want to." Now, Dr. Heavenly was messy because Dr. Heavenly just told the girl that they wasn't going to bring it up because they knew Contessa was going to be upset. So she wanted to see some shade of what Contessa was going to do and see how cool they were. But Dr. Heavenly, you didn't have to bring that up. And she said, "Yes, all the shots." Everybody just sitting there with their mouth open, like, what? So Toya say, at Contessa party, they didn't get it all chance to kick it. And Contessa was like, "That's all that, she trying to do a brunch and she wanted everybody to come so they could kick it." And she say she cooked after her party. Contessa say she didn't get to do the brunch or nothing because she cooked after her party. Dr. Mimi say, "You cooked after your party till 9 o'clock." And so Toya say, "Where was Scott the next day?" And Scott ain't playing shit and ain't did shit. Say Scott must, Dr. Simone say Scott must have been exhausted after the party from wearing that wig because Scott had changed his clothes. Scott had on one outfit. This man brought another outfit with the wig on. So I'm trying to figure out, Contessa, did you get drunk and put it on that man, or he put it on you? And then you got up after you had just tell us what it is, girl. You had a what you call it from Baby Boy when she got up and, "Ooh, I'm gonna fix everybody some breakfast." He ain't get me shit, but I had a good night though. But I'm just gonna try to make it seem like something. I don't want the girls. I don't know about that. I don't know what that night was like my last night. But then if I hear somebody somebody else's birthday, hell yeah, I'm gonna be mad because the dick was great, but it wasn't that great. I'm sorry. But she said she wanted to take care of him. I don't think they caught it. And Toya was like, "I know, but somebody got to take care of you." And ma'am, y'all ain't caught what she said. She was taken care of last night, just not in the night she wanted to. She's not worried about it no more. She said planning for that party was something to take care of herself. And then, Brandy say, "Hold on, let's take a second. Today is my birthday. Like, it's about me." Then she showed her husband, FaceTime her, checking in on everybody. The ladies saying hey with the kids, and they having fun. And everybody waving. Contessa throwing light shade. Brenda said she love him and everything. Contessa is jealous. Contessa is jealous. Contessa is jealous. Um, and then Contessa was like, "Is this really an expensive restaurant? Is this really something?" She said, "Happy birthday, Brandy, on your dinner party." Throwing shade. So she kept throwing shade. She said, "Let's everybody say a prayer." She said, "We praying to God or praying to your husband bank account for this party?" That's what Contessa said. And then Doctor having a laugh. Now I'm finna play the audio because I want y'all to hear this audio. Cause Toya got her ass together, and respectfully. And we could tell that she was jealous of that girl. You know what I'm saying? Because they were giving high five. You were jealous because your man didn't pay for that. And you trying to make her like a Toya. But he paid for it. That's what she wanted.
This is a dinner, right? Because Brandy spent zero. My husband paid for it. I brought some money just in case. Y'all, money for what? Put your stuff back. You brought all your birthday money? I mean, we got a joint bank account. I got access. Get your card first. Put it back. Baby, the shade is real, baby. The shade is very real. Why are you throwing money on the table? If I'm not mistaken, at your party, you said you wanted somebody to do something nice for you. He knows this is a big deal. I doubt he's going to come in here and didn't have anything planned for you. I hope not. Here you go. It may not be from Scott, but you're getting wine and dine with a nice meal.
Damn.
Be grateful. Really? Contessa was upset. What am I? What's upset about Scott not throwing a party for you? And I don't know why you forgot. Me saying I'm throwing a party for myself, the question becomes, what is this paternalistic world that some man has to throw some shit on me? I make just as much money as him.
Then why would you bring up that Brandy husband did a dinner party, just something small, because he might got something going on for her when they leave. He might be paying for a trip. So why would you, in your mind, now that just effed up, you were jealous, because why in your mind did you sit here and think that it's okay to knock that girl down for what her husband did for her, because your husband ain't do shit. You can't get mad at nobody but your husband. Now, if you had great loving and then you still felt some type of way, then you need to take that with your husband. Now, we don't know what Brandy had going on after this. She probably had a trip. The kids probably were going to be taken care of, and he massaged her down and had to throw it back, and then say he got a trip coming later. You don't know.
Not only does Contessa complain about Scott to her friends. So he's cheating? Is that what's... I don't know what nobody's ever doing. Then she switches her story. She get mad if you remember what she said the day before. Keep your opinions about my spouse to your goddamn mother self. And I've learned to just accept it. Stay up out of Contessa if you know better. Why focus on the negative? What kind of friends focus on the negative? These, bitch. Okay, girl. All we're saying at the end of the day is that you complain all the time about your husband. You complain all the time about your husband. And it's all right, bitch. Now, can we move on? Where the is the cake? This is overstimulating. Wow. This might be normal behavior for everybody. I think this is what I'm learning. And eventually, we probably all hug and laugh. I ain't even tired of y'all. Always come back. Y'all get me all hot. Till next time. So, do you think that there is ever a time where maybe you are frustrated? Maybe we all are. Say, be quiet. I'm sorry. Be quiet. We've been married for 20 years, and if I spent all of my time focusing on the negatives, I would be like many of my girlfriends out here who are single. And maybe at 30 years, he's going to do some of those things that I've asked for. I've been married 29. You get it. He's not going to do anything. He's not. I was like, please enlighten her. So yes, I would be great if he would sometimes buy me a Rolls Royce, but I like the ring better. Some people here married and then don't even want to be married no damn more. I don't know how I got in it. All I know is I can go in my safe and I see I have a wedding ring too. The marriage ain't just all of that. Difference is I have a wedding ring and a Rolls Royce. And I don't have a headache. Now clock that, T.
She said, "How I got in it?" She said, "Quiet. Shout out to quiet. What she said? She said, "Listen, I had a ring and I had a Rolls Royce, but what came with hers was, look how he treated her with the Rolls Royce. So what you think look good for somebody else might not be for you. Just be thankful of what you got, because somebody else might got something a little much worse than you. And if it's good, let it be good." Child, I say the shade of it all. So, honey, I can't wait for next episode. I really can't wait for the reunion of these shows. Now, who I'm really waiting on is Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, to FYI, they are doing promo. Portia was doing interviews last week. So we're going to get ready to see the girls do interviews and behind the scenes of things. They're getting into play. Now, speaking of some housewife news, Jen Shaw did reunite with her family. She is released. Let me take this down. We're gonna do a little housewives news before we leave. Yes, she is home, child, but she won't be on the show. I don't know what happened. So she was sentenced to a prison in Texas. She arrived in Salt Lake City International Airport with her mom. So she did, and yeah, everyone gave her flowers and love. Her family was there, so she missed her friends. But she did 2.5. She did 2 years and 9 months.
Hi, baby.
And we all said, I said it too. I said, she does good behavior, she'll be home. And she got good behavior. Giving back to the community and stuff. Oh yeah, she is back home. So congratulations to that. Hope she got all her rest. Spending time with her man and her kids. Because that's the most important. She's home for Christmas this year, so it'll be great. Now, speaking of Salt Lake City, Bronwyn and her husband Todd split after 9 years of marriage. We saw this coming. All these Todds, Alexa and Todd, Todd and Bronwyn, Todd and Candy. This is all, this is a lot of Todds, honey. These are a lot of Todds, but yeah, they have split up and they're doing for a divorce. There's a lot of ties going on. What's up with these ties this year? What's going? Shamia Morton is suing her doctor. Okay, I'm not gonna show the things, but she had got a chemical peel on her back, a chemical peel procedure, and it led to severe burns and permanent scarring. Her and her husband are suing. As y'all see the picture right there, this is the picture. Okay, this is bad. All right, that's enough. So she's saying that it went bad, and she have been referred to a qualified dermatologist to help, get her skin back in order. It's gonna, all that money they're gonna have to spend to get that taken care of. I hope all is well. Now, there's something else I want to show y'all. Let me see, because I stopped sharing it. I want to show y'all. I shared about Candace last week. But yeah, I think that's all the news. But Portia, let me go to Portia. Portia did post her interviews. Portia been outside, honey. She was at the Tyler Perry Christmas party. She looked nice, honey. She ate that look. She was cute with that. I don't know what's up with her in this ponytail, honey. Oh no, she was at a Time event. I thought she was at his birthday party. She was at a Time magazine event. She worked the room. Yes, she works the room. But she did do an interview. They were talking about Real Housewives and stuff. And she did one with ET, and she was talking about her new relationship and stuff like that. So yeah, look great. I'm ready for Real Housewives of Atlanta, child. Listen, I love all the ladies, but that is my top dear thing because we have K Michelle and we have a new one as well. They supposed to be Pinky Cole. So I'm ready to see what Miss Pinky brings to the table. We know what K Michelle bring, and we heard her and Drew Sidora got they've been getting a little petty, shady, and waggly with each other, and almost broke out into child. But I'm ready to hear and see what Pinky brings to the table. All right, y'all, I'm finna end this now. I will see you guys at 1:15. We are going to talk about Pink, and I'll make sure I'm up here on the stage. We're going to talk about Miss Pink McIntyre and Auntie Tia going at it, child. Y'all get y'all cups together, get your lunch together. I know it'll be after lunch, but this going to help y'all digest y'all food and get a good laugh on because Tia is tearing her up. I see people sitting here doing Team Peach now because Peach done share the status. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you for following over. Get to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Roman numeral 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take it, things and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God.